bid to create a casino in the middle of Times Square appears to be dead in the water. Now, this proposal, backed by Caesars and Jay-Z, denied by advisory committee just a short time ago. Let's get right out to Arthur Chien in Times Square with the news that just came down not too long ago. Arthur, what's the latest?
Bianca, we've got layers of breaking news here. Up until minutes ago, it was that the bid for a casino in Times Square had been rejected by that committee. But now we've also learned that the casino bid for a project that would go into Hudson Yards is also done, ended. So this was a key vote by this advisory committee that you mentioned. And it was a key vote because our understanding is if it didn't pass this committee, it wouldn't go to the Gaming Commission. We're going to check on the exact implications of it. All of this is necessitated because 3 downstate casino licenses are going to be granted this year. That was the original plan by Albany, and that's the reason why these committees were formed. Now, the Times Square project was backed by Caesars Entertainment and real estate giant SL Green Realty. They needed 4 of the 6 votes in order to move forward, but they only got 2 of the votes on this board. One of the yes votes that they got in support of the casino bid here was the appointee of Mayor Eric Adams. Now, those proposing casinos have talked about the number of jobs it would create and the tax revenue that would come in from people gambling, or really people not being good at gambling, losing at gambling. But that has faced significant backlash by communities who have talked about fears of an increase in crime, poverty, and traffic. Now, we're going to show you, we're going to play for you a soundbite from Assemblyman Tony Simone, one of those nay votes. It's a rocky video, but a lot of people wanted to hear from him in a very narrow space. What he has to say is important, so we're going to roll that for you right now.
The CAC, the Community Advisory Committee, was formed in the budget, the state legislature, with the governor signing off that it would hear from the community, people who actually lived in the community. We heard them loud and clear. I've always said from early on, I personally don't support gambling or casino, but I would listen to my constituents. Overwhelmingly, we've heard overwhelmingly from residents from Manhattan Plaza to Midtown, even small businesses around, emailing, calling us, over 1,000 emails and phone calls saying they did not want this to be the economic driver in our district.
Now, that was the reasoning behind rejecting the Times Square bid for a casino here, but that was the same reasoning that ended the bid for what was called the Avenir. That was the bid for a casino in Hudson Yards. That was backed by Silverstein Properties, Rush Street Gaming, and Greenwood Gaming. Again, the power of this committee, as we understand it, is that if it didn't pass these communities, that it would go wouldn't be voted on in Albany. So it is very significant. There are other competing casino bids in Coney Island, for instance, out in Flushing as well. We'll see how those go, but many people have pointed out that with the advent of online gambling, that these casinos and cities are no longer a sure bet. We'll have much more to talk about as the day continues, but for now, we go back to you, Bianca.